Hello YouTubers. Yes, that's a picture of me sitting on a horse. Um, but I've got many faults, I think, and one of my main problems is that whatever age I am, in my 40s, 50s, 60s, I still think that I'm 20. And so it was with horses, because I came to horses when well, as you know, in your middle years, before your children have got independent travel, part of your duties is to take them to extra sort of school activities, and so I obviously did with mine. I have a daughter and a son, and both of them took riding lessons, so it was I went with them to these riding lessons. And well, I got no interest in horses at all. My main activity was motorcycling, as you know, and I was this tough guy who could handle a bike over rocks and streams and mud and all sorts of things, and I was a tough cookie. And so I thought, well, what's difficult about riding a horse, you know? Well, I suppose that was quite a good life lesson that we should all learn, I suppose, if one is tempted to think one is good at something and maybe show off. Well, then the realities will kick you in the butt very quickly, and so it did with me, with horses, because as I was taking my children to these lessons, I thought, well, you know, as I said, what's difficult about riding a horse? But of course, obviously, the reality is very much different, and I fell flat on my face. But as I always do, I tried to overcome all the difficulties and learn to ride a horse. It's a bit of a catch-22 situation in riding schools, in that it would be very irresponsible of an instructor to put a novice on a very hot horse that it couldn't control, and so very often the school horses are just bored animals who are really only going round and round at the instruction of the instructor in the middle of the ring by his voice and his whip, and you bounce along like a sack of potatoes on their backs, and you finish the lesson sweating far more than the horse, which is all quite understandable. But I did get attracted to the possibility of learning to ride a horse, and I have many tales of how that what happened subsequently, and those are the tales that I will tell you. So just as an introduction, I'll leave it there and say goodbye, and I will come up with some stories of my activities with these, what I have now become quite addicted to, these wonderful animals. So for the moment, goodbye.